Hey guys, Galucia here, and picking up just about where we left off, same as always, where I advanced a few turns just because, and then from there, we get going with whatever we need to get going with. So, today, the goal is definitely to get Oxford built, continue with the science poops. I believe it or not, that, well, for now I'm going to just hit the tech tree for scientific theory, work our way towards that, because that does also give us a little bit in the way of military tech as well, and we can just kind of follow along with that. I actually wasn't able to build the National College. Turns out I could not machismo the game, so I'm building it now because I did get the library finished in my third city. So that's the name of the game. I'm trying to increase the production as best I can and working towards what I need to work towards. So we got the university being built in my third city. As soon as that is finished, then I can build Oxford. Over here, though, is going to be a different story, but I'll wait until the forge is done to start getting into all of that. I'll tell you what else. I am completely out of tiles for my workers to work on. Okay, so as I said before, I like to work on other things from time to time to keep them balanced. My happiness is at -1, not doing so hot. If I make Notre Dame, that's a +10 happiness, huge boost to happiness, and +4 to faith, which also is terrible. My faith is not good. So I do like to work on other things from time to time and not just solely focus on science, because that is not how you're going to win games. This way, I also get another wonder. And I get another wonder in a city other than the capital, which doesn't happen that often. It seems as though the capital is the main place where you end up building all your wonders. So this is good for several reasons. It's going to take a while to actually complete, but when it does get completed, it's going to help out in a lot of different ways. As I said, I did go ahead and build the knight. No barbarians have cropped up yet, but they are there, ready to go for whenever that happens. I am highly, highly surprised that the pyramids have not been created yet. I never bothered because it's such an old thing that I figured someone by now was on it. Apparently not. So I am going to get working on some happiness buildings, though. Even though Notre Dame is on its way, this is only going to take 5 turns, and I really would like to get that into the positive. Holy crap, a great profit. Who knew? Excellent. All right, so most of the faiths have been founded already. There's not a whole lot left to be chosen for this. Let's do the happiness, since that's a problem anyway. And the 15% faster growth rate, if not at war, is good too, because growth is good for science. That's the best we can come up with, since everything's already been... A lot of religions were already founded. And because of that, we did actually get to 0 happiness, so at least we got that going for us. But yeah, a lot of faiths were already found, and some of the ones I would have picked when I'm going for a science victory were already taken. So we got to take what we can get. It is what it is. Mostly, the spies that I have will be doing a anti-counter spy type thing, because they're definitely going to be wanting to steal all of our tech, since we're the most advanced when it comes to science. But as of right now, nobody else has spies because nobody else is in the Renaissance era. So we're safe for now. So I'm going to just keep him in there. Okay. Finish the Colosseum. Happiness is good, 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 now that we also got the city-state back. But yeah, this episode just seems like it's one of those building up phases, where I'm just building tons of buildings and just doing what I can, and then... I know it's more exciting when I go for a military victory, but I want to get these achievements done. And this will serve as somewhat of a guide for how to get it done, because I'm getting it done. You want this achievement, this would definitely be a way to go about it, so... Hey, and how about that? A golden age. Those are always fun. Why would I make a farm? What's the food production here? It's nothing. Okay, let's make a farm. It's because all these tiles that I would have put farms on, I put freaking science guys. Alright, so we finished the university. That was hugely important. Get a workbook, because I've been wanting to do that for a while. So next turn, they're going to be done with the settlers, and then we're going to get to work on Oxford. That's going to be very, very important. But I would also like to get them a farm tile. So let's go ahead and buy that. That will get them some food just in and of itself. And then we really need to get to work on that tile. Okay, so they are suggesting 2 locations for the cities, both of which I think are good suggestions, actually. And I was thinking about either one of those for possible locations. Here gives us the benefit of cotton, which we have plenty of, and some fish. Down here gives us the advantage of iron, which we have plenty of, and deer, which I don't, but that's not really particularly important. But what it does do is extends our borders south. I'd like to eventually have this wonder inside of my borders, and it puts us ever closer to the jungle, which is good for science as well. So let's go ahead and take their recommendations to head down there. I'm gonna send the knights with them, and now we should be able to do the Oxford University, which is only going to take 8 turns. It's not bad at all. I find it interesting that they're suggesting a trading post when this city has 13.75 food. Where the hell did all that food come from? Where all of a sudden they just discovered food? I don't know what happened there. Was it because... Nah, because I checked before I looked up. Maybe I'm crazy. I must just be crazy. That's all there is to it. Well, I'm glad I bought this tile for no freaking reason then. You know what? I'm going to make a farm anyway. To hell with it. I bought it for a farm. I'm making a damn farm. Okay, so a couple of things. I'm going to catch you up a little bit. I went ahead and skipped ahead a couple turns, and here's why. First of all, Notre Dame is finished, so plus 10 happiness, plus 4 faith, which doubles our faith because it's pathetic. So that's really nice. Happiness at 16 now, so plenty good on that. No problems whatsoever, so that makes me happy. Now, I decided to... I did decide this is where I want them to be. I stuck with my decision, but they are sitting there because right when I was getting ready to click the button, I realized that I am in the middle of making Oxford. And if I found that city, Oxford will stop being, well, the production of it will stop because I will need a university in my newly found city. So, because of that fact, they are just, the settlers, all they can do is sit there and wait for Oxford University to get finished first. I really wanted to get Oxford done. I already spent production on trying to get it done. So it would have been a fantastic waste to found that city and then just have it demolished itself. So we had to kind of hang out for a minute and wait. My golden age has ended. Okay, so it has completed, as you can see. And as always, I typically pick whatever is the most expensive thing as a free technology, which in this case is industrialization, which is great. Reveals coal for us. Gives us the Gatling gun, which is obviously light years ahead of anyone else, and puts us into the industrial era, which is also very important. So that gained us all types of different things. Unfortunately, the only coal on the map is right there where I already had built something different. So we're going to have to change that. But 7 coal, that's plenty of coal to get done what I need to get done. So that's great. So the Oxford University was incredibly valuable to us. Now that I feel that everybody's kind of catching up in the way of tech, though, we're probably going to need to get working on these constabularies and things of that nature to stop people from the spying and so on and so forth. I would say after those workers finish with the coal, they should probably get going with the city. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I'm done with Oxford now. For a minute now, and I still haven't bothered to found the new city. I'm asleep at the wheel. But anyway... but yeah, as soon as those workers are finished with the coal mine, I should probably get working on a road to get everyone connected here. So we can wake these guys up and they can get to work. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. Finally got a monument here. Definitely wanted to, like, increase the culture a little bit. And this place, I mean, it has everything you would want as far as the, science goes, because I went straight for that library and the university so I can make Oxford. So... they're good to go, so they need to start catching up on culture and faith to see if we can't fix those things, which as of right now are an atrocity. Watermill. I've been building the watermill first pretty much in everything. It's just good for early growth of the population of the city, which helps everything else out, so no reason not to do it. What will be nice, though, is when we can get this wonder in the tile. That's another 4 faith, which we could really go for right now. I could really use the extra faith. Alright, so I did put a spy in Austria, and that was just more of a curiosity. Now that I have 2, I can keep him working on Antwerp, and it confirmed that they have nothing that I would be interested in, which is what I would suspect. Now I'm going to do the same thing to France. I assume with 166 science, and as much as I've put into the science, that I'm way ahead of everyone else as far as tech goes. But just to play it safe, I'm just putting spies in there really quick just to find out before I go ahead and put him in the capital, because he's definitely going to go on the defensive as soon as I'm done poking and prodding at everybody else to see what they got going on. Oh, balls. Austria stole machinery from me, so they are able to spy, and they are spying, so yeah. Now, my guy is still gathering intelligence in Paris. Okay, I just rigged an election in Antwerp. What's my 83? I'm barely keeping... If I don't keep him there, I will lose my influence there. Because I'm just keeping up with it by having him there. But I gotta take this guy out of Paris because we can't have people spying on me. We need to do that, and then I need to yell at her. The lady that I just befriended. Okay, so I demanded that she stop spying on me. Hopefully she actually does it for at least a little while. The fact that she stole machinery, though, which is a little bit older of a tech, just goes to show how far off they are. And that's a gap that's going to do nothing but widen as time goes on. Oh, someone's got a lot of wonders out there. I only have 3. I honestly thought I had more than that. Kind of surprises me. Well, finished scientific theory, and that was a big deal. And as I said, there's going to be lots of texts that are much lower and easier to research. I think, though, what I want to do is go straight for astronomy, because I do want a caravel so I can start exploring out there a little bit. So we'll highlight that and get that done, and then we'll probably research steel immediately after that, because it's an easy tech. It's older now, and we want to start getting guys upgraded, because some of these other dudes like Napoleon that are out for blood, even though they're farther behind on the tech tree, whatever tech they do have, they're going to be putting into their military, and we don't want them surpassing us. Happiness is all the way down to 6 now, and you'll remember when I made Notre Dame, it was 16. So that has started to fall off a little bit as well. So I've decided to get to work on a couple things with happiness, but for the most part, I'm working on production right now. I want the production to go up before I worry about building the public schools. Hey, look who I met. There's not a whole lot going on right now as far as things that I need to build that, you know, work towards my goal of science. So I think we're better off by just working on production so that when I do need to build stuff for science, I have the production to do it quickly. Gosh, someone else stole a thing from me. They stole compass? That could not be older. Unidentified spy stole compass. Who the hell is that far back in their technology where they had to steal compass? Oh my... Whatever. Anyway. That is absolutely absurd to me. So, someone stole compass. Wow. Compass. That's, like, hard to believe. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you need to steal compass from me? That's just crazy. This is why, though, we need to start harboring spies here in the home cities to try to stave off this kind of nonsense. Alright, steel, only going to take 2 turns. That's good. I would say they're actually going to be the ones to make my vessel, which means I'm going to make a barracks first so I can have an upgraded vessel. Losing our grasp on Antwerp. Almost gone. How many more? 1. Yeah. So we're slowly losing influence. Every time he rigs the elections, it'll be like, last time it was 85. Then it was 83. This time it'll be 81. And we're slowly losing it, where I'm going to have to invest in them on top of the fact that I have the spy there. If he was a higher level, that would be nice. Then he would be doing a better job. But unfortunately, he's not. So see, look, I can already get freaking electricity, and these guys are stealing compass from me? Blows my mind. I wish you understood how much my mind is blown by something like that. This lady over here. Why the hell would I do that with you, lady? Sometimes the computer is like on drugs. It's just like, who would agree to such an outlandish trade agreement? Who? Nobody. That's who. You're an outlandish lady. I'll tell you what, now that he is done with Antwerp, I'm going to give that a break, and we're going to just focus on counterintelligence at this point. I think that's the smarter thing to do. Maybe we'll get lucky, he'll kill a spy and level up. And in the meantime, I'll probably just be using gold to keep Antwerp on my side. So that's where we stand right now. A lot of different things going on. Finished a barracks. I'm going to go ahead and make an armory so that we can really have a nice boat going out there. Might as well, right? So that's where we are right now. And here's as good a place as any to leave off for the next episode of this Civ 5 playthrough. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. This has been a pretty good Civ gameplay for me. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself right now. And if you haven't been able to pick up on it yet, I'm doing all of this in a single sitting. Like, in one day, I'm recording all of this just to get it done. A lot of times, I'll record it staggered so that if someone makes a suggestion in the comments or something like that, that I can be like, oh, good idea, and then implement that. But not this time. This time, I'm still on my spring break at the time of recording this. I'm actually recording this weeks before I actually post it, just because I have the time to record it now, so I'm going to do that. And so yeah, I'm just doing it in one sitting, and that's a really good day for me, where I can just sit down and play an entire playthrough of Civ in one day. That's a good day for me. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy myself. So, son of a bitch, France stole astronomy. France, you jerk. I'm going to go yell at France, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. So, again, I appreciate the views, as always, and I hope you've been enjoying it, because I've been really enjoying playing it. And that's it. I'll see you guys next episode. Laters.